Hi there, everyone. It's Anthony, and I'm about to react to another episode of Dexter. So, this is the 11th episode of the first season. It's called Truth Be Told, and I hope that means that we're about to start to get some type of answers to a lot of the stuff that's been going on. Like, I really want to know what the Ice Truck Killer's MO is in bringing up all this stuff from Dexter's past. I want to know what happened to Angel. I want to know where all this is going to go. I imagine we're probably still not going to get the total answer this episode since it's like the penultimate episode. But I feel like since it's called Truth Be Told, hopefully that means we're at least going to get somewhere closer to it. And it's probably going to deal maybe with, Dexter sort of dealing with his inner truths, however you say that, even more. And possibly revealing them to someone. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to what's going to happen. This is Dexter Season 1, Episode 11, Truth Be Told. Let's get into it.
The same images running through my head over and over.
This is a pretty dark introduction to this
I was
episode.
there. My dark passenger.
Dark Passenger.
What? No jokes about providing gross sexual comfort in a time of crisis?
A friend was stabbed, and he might die.
Officer Morgan.
Yeah, even Masuka has standards. Or a line that he doesn't cross. Bro, why he looks so evil right there? Oh my gosh. At the end? Honestly, man, I don't even feel like talking about this episode. I just want to go straight into watching the next one right now. But, yeah, this was a crazy episode. It was called Truth Be Told. I had a feeling some truths would come out, and lo and behold, they did. I figured this was going to happen. Like, Dexter would find out at the end of this, by the end of this episode, who the Ice Trick Killer was. So, next episode is, the final showdown and whatnot. But, man, it's just crazy the way everything unraveled and stuff. And I think us knowing that the Ice Truck Killer, I think us knowing his identity beforehand rather than finding out with Dexter and them really kind of worked out well in this case, just because it allowed everything felt so high intensity, and it was so much tension, and it was so nerve-wracking. And if we would have been watching it from the perspective of just finding it out when, he put the lozenge down in front of her, or maybe when Angel mentioned to Dexter that the guy might have a busted lip, it probably wouldn't have, it wouldn't have landed as hard. I mean, it would have landed harder, but it wouldn't have been as much of an experience just because it felt like it was so high tension, and it was so cool watching Dexter put it together and whatnot. So I like the way that they did that. I liked how they tied the whole theme of Dexter being angry about things being hidden from him to protect him into the thing with Rita wanting to sort of, leave details out about Paul to their kids in order to protect the kids. When, like Dexter said, it was kind of more so just protecting Paul for some weird reason. And I think her having, Paul just be honest with the kids and have him tell them what all was really going on was a really good choice, because that way, I mean, obviously she's never gonna have any reason to want to get back with Paul, of course, or even like him at all, but maybe, just maybe, at least, if he's gonna be there for kids in some way, it won't be as as bothersome to know that they still see him as this perfect guy and don't know what he's done and whatnot. I feel like her at least knowing that they know should hopefully help her, I guess, come to terms with things even more. But Rita definitely still has no reason to ever, ever want to have anything to do with that man, all the things that he did to her. So, and I mean, he's lucky that he's even letting him be in those kids' lives. But, I do hope that Paul gets better. I mean, it looked like he was kind of getting better before, even though he still had a gun and whatnot, which he wasn't supposed to have, I don't think. But and he was still getting angry with Rita and stuff, so he wasn't really getting better. It was just almost looking like he was getting better until it turned out that he wasn't. But I hope that he really can get better, because, I mean, one thing about him, he does genuinely seem to care about his kids, if nothing else. I mean, and so for the kids' sake, really, I hope that he gets better and stops just being a terrible person. So I'm kind of rooting for Paul in that sense, in that he gets better. And the truth that Angel had to come to terms with this episode was that his marriage is over. He's kind of been in denial, I guess you could say, this whole season, hoping that things could, turn around and he could fix this. But it seems clear at this point that, she's just not interested in continuing this, which is okay. And I think at this point, yeah, he's just got to move on, which as bad as it probably feels, as much as it sucks, at this point he's got to move on, because it seems like that is the truth of the matter. The ice truck killer went and attacked Angel, tried to kill Angel and whatnot. I guess because Angel was starting to get close in on him. It just, either A, it seems like it was dumb for him to go and do that, or B, it seems like it was dumb for him to do that and be as careless as he was with it. Like, if he was going to do that, he needed to make sure that it was going to go off without a hitch. And the ice truck killer seems like the type of person that usually knows how to do that and takes every precaution necessary to make sure that he doesn't make a mistake, other than leaving lozenges or lozenge wrappers behind. In this case, it seemed like this little slip up with Angel, it almost feels a little uncharacteristic of him, but I guess he was just feeling a lot of pressure or whatnot, because you could already see when Angel walked into his office in like the last episode, he was starting to freak out immediately before even having a real reason to. So I think Angel really kind of, he spooked him. Like, that's probably the biggest mistake that the ice truck killer has made this season. It's kind of uncharacter. I almost want to say it's out of character for him, but I guess I can buy that he was really spooked by Angel and just sort of made a bad judgment call, as Dexter has done sometimes too. This police chief or commissioner, whatever he is, he's just a jerk. Like, this dude is so annoying, and he's just like the bane of LaGuerta's existence. So I hope that things are going to work out for LaGuerta. I'm looking forward to seeing where she's going to go from here and what's going to happen with this. This was definitely an interesting turn of events. And I wonder if this new person he talked about is going to be here this episode, or maybe that's going to be somebody that they introduce season 2. That's kind of what I expect to happen. I kind of don't expect they're going to come in this upcoming episode 12. But yeah, they'll probably introduce them in season 2. But I guess I'll see. Maybe they won't even end up being an important character. Who knows? Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and cut it there. That's about all I have to say for this episode, I believe. It kind of feels like the first part of a two-parter in a way. So it's probably still a lot left to get wrapped up in this upcoming episode. I mean, obviously, it's still a lot left to get wrapped up. And hopefully it's not Deb's body. But yeah, leave a comment down below what you thought about this episode. Like the video if you liked it. And subscribe if you want to see more. We're almost through this entire first season of Dexter. I'm excited, so I'll see y'all in the next video.